I feel like as a light-skinned black woman, I don't fit the beauty standard because of the texture of my hair. I just don't feel confident when I wear my natural hair texture.
The girlies did not like this one, okay? But I'm gonna give y'all perspective. We know colorism is a thing, but texturism is also a thing. She feels inadequate. Not saying, girl, grit a grip, but she feels inadequate, which is relatable to a lot of black women because of the texture of her hair. It says that she's not mixed. While her face is screaming, what? Exotic, oh, biracial. You know, she has that look that a lot of women be trying to have because they feel like it's more desirable within the black community, especially. We know how black people hold them others up, but when that hair is out, it's undeniable. That's a Negro. You know what I mean? It probably affects her with those colorist and texturist dudes because before they see that hair texture, it's giving something else. And once they see it, it's like, oh, wait, I thought you would. You know what I mean? You just black. Amen. But that's a beautiful thing to be. Let's get that started. 4C hair is gorgeous. We are exotic. We are the exotic ones, which is what makes it so crazy. That we literally look like nobody else on the planet. But they're considered exotic for something that's typical. What? It's like when you see those dark-skinned women with loose hair texture, but they're considered, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. You're the standard. You're the exception. Because sometimes it's not even just about your skin. It's about what comes with the skin. The hair texture, you know what I'm saying? The facial features, are they big? Are they small? You know, there's a lot of things that go into colorism as an umbrella. Be proud of your blackness. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide it. You know, you too busy out here trying to be something you're not. And when I come on here and tell y'all girls wear wigs and weaves all the time because they're uncomfortable in their skin, is no, that's not true. We just want to do what we want with our hair. Yeah, okay. Nothing wrong with trying new stuff, but the people who can't even go out without the wigs and the weaves and all that stuff, I hear you. I see you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about this woman. And she says that she's a light-skinned woman, but she doesn't fit the beauty standard because of the texture of her hair. And this also goes into the topic of texturism. And it's funny to see that even if one person has a certain privilege, they may not have other privileges that may put them down a notch. Maybe not put them down a notch, but like not be completely the standard. But me watching the video, she's pretty. She just has to find hairstyles that suit her and just embrace her natural hair. If she embraces her natural hair, bro. And the thing is, be yourself. I know it's hard to be yourself and all the pressures and all these things, but being authentic is a superpower. You have to have audacity to be yourself, especially in a world where people try to distort other people and whatnot. But it's definitely a different nuance and perspective on different privileges and the nuance of it. Because she does have a privilege in one area, but with the texturism topic is like, oh, it's a different topic. But tell me you guys' thoughts on this. It was interesting to hear. I've heard of it before with light-skinned women having more texturized hair versus the stereotypical looser texture hair. But yeah, it is what it is. It's different nuances for sure.
I would like to speak on something. I know it can be like a touchy subject, but I want to talk about this because this is a struggle that I have had with my confidence ever since I can fucking remember. I am a very confident person, but the one thing I'm insecure about is my natural hair. Like, I feel like my natural hair is 4C. Like, it's coily, okay? And it shrinks so bad. And I've been getting relaxers ever since I was a child. I went natural for a couple of years, and I just could not bring myself to be comfortable with my natural hair. And I just feel like, especially like within our community, obviously there's texturism, but I also feel like, this is gonna sound so like kind of privileged, but I don't have to say it, but I just struggle with this. I feel like as a light-skinned black woman, I don't fit the beauty standard because of the texture of my hair. Like, I just don't feel confident when I wear my natural hair texture. Like, I don't at all. So I've always gotten relaxers, and I've always worn my hair in protective styles. Obviously, I know that's detrimental to think, and I know it's detrimental to our community, and it's a very privileged thing to say in comparison to the problems that brown skin and darker skinned women have to go through. I'm very aware of that. That's just one of my personal struggles, and I just wanted to say that because, yeah, texturism.
So I know y'all all saw that girl talking about the 4C hair texture and how she's light skinned and she can't believe she has that hair texture. And this is my take on it. I really honestly believe that a lot of light skinned girls, women, they have to have it all, or else it just bothers them. They're just like, oh, I know I'm pretty, but my hair, I mean, it could be part of my, like, what part of your what? How could you possibly get any more accolades in life? You ain't got enough. Don't you have enough? That's really my summary on her, because she says that she's a confident person. I feel like my natural hair is 4C and it shrinks so bad, right? She's been getting relaxed ever since she was a child, and I don't fit the beauty standard because of the texture of my hair. So that is what I was saying. Like, it's like a win-all situation. She's like, I'm already winning in the face card department. I need to be winning in the hair too. And it's so corny, but I'm gonna let her be. A lot of us have perpetuated this stereotype. We think light skin is a package deal. When I was little, the best example I could give you was of Ashley and Hillary Banks. I would assume that Ashley would have had the more kinkier or coily texture of hair, and Hillary would have had the looser texture of hair. Look at them now, and Hillary clearly has an afro texture hair, and Tatiana's is loose. So what the girl was saying in that video, I completely understand. I just think it is a shame that I do get it and I got it, and I just do not think it's good.
Care about is my natural hair. Like, I feel
You know, I figured out why this video pisses me off. Do you know what? Her experience is her experience, and no one can take that away from her. But the way in which people say things can be very coded, okay? It can have so much subtext in it that you actually have to pick it apart to really hear what they're saying. What I got from her video is her complaining about how her 4C hair doesn't match her light skinnedness. And as a black woman with 4C hair myself, who is dark skinned, I'm like, so who is 4C hair meant to match? It's kind of the same problematic rhetoric that people have when it comes to biracial women who are mixed with white and black, and they're like, oh, what a waste of a biracial, just because she has 4C hair, like Doja Cat. I don't think people understand that when they say stuff like that, and stuff like what she said in her video, it actually sounds like, hey, 4C hair is so ugly and undesirable that it deserves to be paired with something as equally ugly and undesirable, like dark skin. 4C hair, dark skin, that's how it goes, right? Because that video is also giving, I'm light-skinned, I deserve the good hair. And she keeps throwing around buzzwords like hair texturism, but she has literally unpacked nothing, and instead keeps on reinforcing the very same hair texturism and colorism that she claims to be against. Do you understand how out of touch you have to be to come on the internet and talk about how you're so insecure as a light-skinned babe because you weren't born with 3C curls? That's essentially the underlying message of the video. Like,
I have been seeing a lot of discourse about light skins or mixed people with type 4 hair, type 4C hair, afro hair, and I just want to give my background. I am Dominican, I'm Afro-Dominican, but I'm also mixed Dominican, so I have a lot of white ancestry. I'm pretty much half and half. And as you can see, my natural hair is type 4. I would describe my curls as being 4A, 4B. I have never once felt like I didn't fit into a beauty standard. Again, this is just me speaking about it. because of my proximity to whiteness, because of my light complexion. I have been told many times to people that my hair looks good on just me. Mind you, my natural hair is an afro. People have been wearing afros forever, but people have told me this hair looks good only on you. And I can't help but feel really icky when I hear that. When I first went natural, I had no idea what kind of curls I would have because I had a relaxer for so long because my mom had a relaxer for so long. So no one really knew what was going on under this perm. So when an afro, a type 4 afro, tied curls came out of my head, I had to unpack why I was so hesitant to accept this part of me. And part of that, realizing that I was raised in a way where certain curls were good and other curls were bad. They were pelo malo. But that being said, I always felt like going natural for me was a lot easier than when my darker skin friends went natural because I would not get called nappy head as much as they would. I would not get called all these like really weird icky things. Instead, I would get called things like exotic. Oh my god, shorty, what are you mixed with? That kind of vibe. I definitely do think skin complexion plays a factor into why some curls are considered good and some aren't. Also doesn't help that when you look up curly hair tutorial on like YouTube or TikTok, what you get is a bunch of like racially ambiguous loose curls, tight curls, but never coils, never kinks, never afros. I feel like the beauty standard will always lean proximity to whiteness. So having lighter skin when you have a certain hair texture sort of makes life a little bit easier because you don't get called a bunch of derogatory things like your darker skin counterparts do, and that's a sad fucking fact. But yeah, we all gotta unpack like what curls are good and what curls are bad, because if it comes out of your head, how could it be bad? I feel like there's definitely a difference between like not liking the way you look with your natural hair and straight up hating your hair. I also find it kind of icky when women who look like me tell women who are darker what they should or shouldn't do with their hair, because it's like I will never know what it's like to go through the world looking a certain way with this hair texture. So I'm not in a place to speak on it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I just wish the black woman knew, like, you don't gotta wear wigs to be beautiful. You don't have to wear eyelashes to be beautiful. Like, eyebrows. Like, you don't need all that. You're beautiful, like, just the way you are.
I wish we could stop having these conversations. I really, 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 really do. Like, before I decided to make this video, I really sat back and I thought, why are so many conversations about hair, outfits, presentation, like why does it feel like so much is constantly directed at black women? Yes, racism, colorism, texturism, featureism has tried to convince black women that we are not enough and that we need to look or be more presentable, whatever that means. Yes, we can acknowledge that, but I don't like how y'all make it seem like black women are trying to assimilate. I don't like how y'all making it seem like black women are trying to appease to like the eyes of what society wants them to be. Why can't we just enjoy things? Why can't we just like things? Why can't we just like getting our hair done or getting our lashes done or getting our makeup done or doing this or doing that? Why is it always a think piece when it comes to what we do? In these conversations, some of y'all will admit that black women are policed, and then you try to further police them in a way that you think isn't policing because you think it's the right way. How about we do this? How about we stop telling black women what they should or should not do? How about we stop telling black women that they do or don't love themselves? And how about we leave black women alone? We on the same page? Period. So apparently these ladies identify as white because their mothers are white. And this is what I'm hearing. Y'all can tell me if that's true or not, but like, this is alleged. I'm going to say that it's alleged. Allegedly, they identify as white with that nose and that hair. With that nose and that hair. And here's the thing. If you identify as a white woman, why are you talking about black women? Why are you talking about a group of women in which you haven't experienced their experiences, which is false, you know, but just to entertain the idea, you are speaking on a group of people in whom you can't relate to. So why are you talking about us when you don't even identify as one of us? Why are you telling us that we should love ourselves and you're not even one of us? Y'all don't love y'all selves, if we being real. Because if you're saying that you don't love you, you don't know you actually. Oh, I'm so tired of folk talking on black women. I'm sick of it. It's a creator's video that I watched that I'm going to put down below because he dug a little deeper. But from what I'm hearing about this, my face scrunching up like some of y'all draws.
Y'all are being very dishonest about the conversation surrounding those light-skinned girls and the conversation around 4C hair. They didn't tell no lies. Y'all don't like 4C hair. And the only time that 4C hair gets any love is when it's long and stretched out and styled. Any other time, y'all hate 4C hair. Y'all hate short 4C hair. Y'all hate afros. Y'all hate shrinkage. Y'all do. A lot of black women don't like they 4C hair. And it's because the greater community don't like their hair either. Let a black woman get on this app and say something y'all don't like. The first thing y'all gonna do is drag her by her 4C hair. It's y'all's pride and ego that is forcing y'all to admit that that's true. It's that y'all don't want to have to admit that before some biracial girls because y'all feel like biracial women are the standard. And maybe them light-skinned girls, maybe them biracial girls don't know what it's like to be a part of the black community. Maybe their opinions are slightly skewed by the religious background that they come from, that their white moms have slightly skewed their behavior. But I don't think that changes the message. When that other light-skinned girl got on this app and say she insecure about her 4C hair, y'all dragged her too. Which don't make sense because y'all just dragged the other light-skinned girl saying that they don't understand. But now this light-skinned girl understands and y'all still dragging her. Y'all hate for light-skinned women to get on this app and say anything except that they're the standard. But if they get on this app and say that they the standard, y'all gonna be mad at them for that too. We cannot have honest conversations that are gonna move the community forward if y'all keep dragging everybody for being honest about their experience when y'all egos and feelings get hurt. There is a certain beauty standard for light-skinned women. People do expect light-skinned women to have loose curls, long flowing hair. They don't expect that out of dark-skinned women, but they be happy when that's the outcome, right? So how is she wrong for saying what she said? A man will be disappointed when a light-skinned girl take her wig off and there's some kinky 4C hair under there. Why y'all think Doja Cat did what she did? Doja Cat was insecure about her hair too. That's why she cut it off. Y'all cannot expect for light-skinned women to be quiet because y'all feel like the problems of dark-skinned women are more important. They are not overshadowing the cause. But I feel like if y'all keep treating light-skinned women like they are not part of our community and that their opinions and feelings don't matter and the things that they've been to aren't relevant, then it's going to cause even bigger issues within our community. It is hard to be a black woman, to be a light-skinned black woman, to be a dark-skinned black woman. There is so much expectation surrounding our image, how we should dress, how we should talk, how we should wear our hair, our makeup. None of these expectations are imposed on any other group of women. So we should at least be showing each other grace on that forefront. We are one people. We come in all different colors, all different shapes, all different features, but we are all beautiful. And I realize that racism and white supremacy has put the light skin look, the ambiguous features and loose curly hair as the forefront of the expectation. But as black people and black women, we know that's not true. But we owe it to one another to listen to each other, to try to understand the other person's experience. It's imperative, it's vital that we do, that we can move forward, so that we can heal, so that we can grow, so we can move on to the next phase. Because this divisiveness, this light skin versus dark skin shit, this shit is so 2008. We should be well past that by now. But here we are, 2024, still arguing about the same shit 20 years later, for real. Are y'all not tired? I love light-skinned women. They are beautiful. Mixed race women, they're beautiful too. And yes, they're still black. I hate that y'all feel like they not us when they claim to be us. They have our DNA. They have our blood. They have our epigenetics. They have our trauma. It's in their DNA too.
The ones that want to be with us, who want to be included, we should include them. We should. I'm just so ready to move past this. Like, let's just listen. Let's be open to listening.